Every once in a while, the tech world goes quiet for a moment, right before it explodes again. That's exactly what happened this week. Within just a few days, Microsoft revealed an AI scientist that works like a tireless researcher. Google unveiled an autonomous data analyst that writes and fixes its own Python code. And China stepped into the ring with a deep reasoning model capable of thinking across hundreds of steps. If it feels like AI pressed the fast-forward button on evolution, you're not imagining it. This week wasn't an upgrade, it was a whole new chapter. KOSMOS, Microsoft's first true AI scientist. Let's start with Microsoft's showstopper, KOSMOS, the AI system making headlines across the research world. This isn't a chatbot, an assistant, or a tool that helps scientists. It's a machine that does science, beginning to end, without stopping, without asking for help, and without blinking. Give it a dataset, whether it's brain scans, genetic sequences, or complex materials data, and KOSMOS locks in for 12 uninterrupted hours. In that window, it devours over 1,000 research papers, writes tens of thousands of lines of Python code, tests hypotheses, and produces a complete report with citations, graphs, and executable models. The results aren't just interesting AI experiments, they are real discoveries. KOSMOS has already uncovered how cooling forces brain cells into an energy-saving state, revealed that humidity quietly destroys perovskite solar cells during manufacturing, and identified a universal mathematical pattern in how neurons wire themselves across animals, from humans to mice to flies. It even traced how a heart-protecting protein prevents tissue scarring, spotted a genetic variant that helps certain people resist diabetes, and pinpointed the moment neurons begin to collapse in Alzheimer's disease. The secret behind its power is a swarm of smaller agents working together like a miniature research department. One agent reads papers, another analyzes data, another writes code, and all of them share a single internal memory called a world model. That shared brain tracks what has been tested, what failed, and what to tackle next, allowing KOSMOS to plan long investigations without losing context. When human scientists reviewed its output, nearly 80% of its findings were accurate. For something acting completely autonomously, that number is shocking. Of course, KOSMOS isn't a perfect genius. It still needs humans to set goals and provide structure. It struggles with messy or unlabeled data, it can't switch tasks mid-experiment, and its biggest limitation is judgment, knowing which ideas matter instead of just which ones are statistically correct. But despite these limits, the message is clear. AI has officially crossed the line from assistant to actual researcher. Microsoft's vision of humanist superintelligence. While KOSMOS digs through biology and energy science, Microsoft is imagining something far larger. Mustafa Suleyman, head of Microsoft AI, introduced a concept called humanist superintelligence. Instead of building a runaway, open-ended intelligence, Microsoft wants to build a system that remains firmly under human control and is designed specifically to serve people, not replace them. Suleyman's idea centers on a superintelligent companion that supports learning, productivity, and emotional well-being. In his view, this future AI should help people navigate life, assist in healthcare, accelerate scientific discovery, and stay deeply connected to human priorities. It's not about creating a digital overlord, it's about creating a partner that never forgets its purpose. What makes this especially interesting is the timing. Microsoft recently gained the legal right to use OpenAI's intellectual property to pursue its own path to AGI. So while the rest of the industry is racing toward open-ended intelligence, Microsoft is publicly rejecting the idea of an uncontrollable supermind. Their message is simple: humans stay at the top of the food chain. Whether this humanist superintelligence becomes the dominant philosophy or simply one path among many is a story still unfolding, but the split is already visible. OpenAI and Anthropic want general, open reasoning. Microsoft wants controlled, value-aligned power. In the long run, these competing visions could shape the future of AI, just as much as the technology itself. China enters the arena. With Moonshot AI's Kimmy K2 Thinking. On the other side of the world, China's Moonshot AI made noise with its new open-source reasoning model, Kimmy K2 Thinking. This system isn't just impressive on paper, it's a direct shot at the US leadership in AI reasoning. What sets K2 Thinking apart is its ability to sustain long, multi-step chains of thought, sometimes stretching beyond 300 sequential reasoning actions. Instead of producing answers instantly, it plans, searches, verifies, recalculates, and rethinks until it arrives at something solid. K2 Thinking performs strongly across major reasoning benchmarks, scoring over 40% on humanity's last exam, doubling human performance on continuous browsing tests, and demonstrating exceptional coding and analysis skills. But the demonstrations are what really caught the industry's attention. Moonshot AI showed the model solving an advanced math problem from hyperbolic geometry by running more than 20 layers of reasoning and code execution. It sifted through academic papers, verified partial results, and eventually derived the correct formula, exactly like a human researcher would, only much faster. The model can also build websites, full text editors, and complex front-end interfaces from a single prompt. In another test, it identified actor Jimmy Gary Jr. from a vague, puzzle-like description by running more than 20 carefully planned web searches and cross-checking details from Wikipedia and IMDb. It's the kind of long-horizon reasoning even top Western models occasionally struggle with. And then there's the open-source factor. Moonshot is betting that transparency and openness will accelerate progress faster than closed systems. While US labs guard their reasoning models, K2 Thinking throws open the doors for anyone to build on top of it. If global AI development becomes a race, this openness could become a decisive advantage. Google's DSAR, the autonomous data scientist. While Microsoft pushes scientific discovery and Moonshot focuses on deep reasoning, Google has taken aim at something painfully familiar to every company: messy business data. Their new system, DSAR, is designed to behave like a full data science team packed into one AI. Most business information doesn't live in clean databases. It lives in chaotic spreadsheets, half-finished CSV files, random JSON logs, markdown documents, and email attachments. DSAR was built to thrive in that chaos. Ask it a question such as, which product performed best in Q3 based on combined sales and customer reviews? And DSAR goes to work. It finds the relevant files, reads them, figures out the correct relationships, writes Python code to merge the data, tests the results, fixes errors, adjusts its approach, and produces a clean, verified answer, all without a human analyst touching the process. Under the hood, 6 specialized agents handle scanning, planning, writing, verifying, debugging, and formatting. If something breaks, DSAR studies the error log, rewrites the code, and tries again until the output makes sense. This iterative loop massively boosts performance. Gemini 2.5 Pro on its own scores modestly on difficult data tasks, but when paired with DSAR's multi-agent structure, its accuracy jumps dramatically. DSAR proved especially strong at retrieving relevant files from large data lakes and handling complex column mismatches, areas where traditional AI tools often collapse. What makes DSAR groundbreaking is its independence from clean data. It behaves like a human analyst who has seen every type of messy spreadsheet and learned never to trust a dataset at first glance. For the first time, AI isn't just enhancing data analysis, it is the data analysis. AI didn't grow this week, it evolved. What happened this week wasn't incremental progress, It was a leap. Microsoft built an AI scientist capable of generating publishable discoveries. Moonshot AI delivered an open-source system that thinks in extended chains like a real researcher. Google engineered a data analyst that survives in the wild world of broken spreadsheets and unstructured business chaos. Taken together, these breakthroughs mark a shift from AI as a tool to AI as a collaborator. These systems plan, test, discover, debug, and iterate. They don't wait for instructions. They don't crumble when data is messy. They don't get tired or lose focus. They work like tireless, self-correcting minds. The future no longer feels far away. It feels like it just knocked on the door. And that's the wild reality of where AI stands right now. Systems that think, plan, discover, debug, and evolve faster than ever before. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more breakdowns of the biggest shifts in AI, tech, and the future of innovation, make sure to hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.